members of a so-called religious cult with a leader they call Jesus, has had three of its followers arrested in the investigation of the murder of Sharon Tate and 6 others. Those arrested are 2 women and 1 man, and the Los Angeles police said they would ask murder indictments against several others. 5 women are being held as material witnesses.
Late 2000s.
It's like, yeah. And I remember reading that. I'm like, that's really cool. And they're like, this is the future of climate change. I'm like, no.
Cartoonish. Let me know.
Now. Welcome, everybody, to Toon Talk 2.0. Tonight's podcast is brought to you by Again and Forever. You motherfuckers need to go vote. God damn it.
I'm a little tense because of that. Just a little tense.
It's the first link in the description. Go vote. You have our permission to go vote now. You can go vote now, and then come back.
We're 2 days away from the top cut of the top 5, and we're number 5. If somebody get vote more than that, that's it. Game over. Somebody told me today, well, I've been voting all day. Yeah, well, I'm singing all fucking days. You don't want to do it, get the fuck out. But if you're gonna do it, go and do it for us.
Please, por favor. And then also brought to you by the Final Frontier podcast. More on them later. Tonight we are speaking to the world.
Tonight.
We're gonna party like it's 1999.
Look, I'm pink.
Oh, you're pink?
Yeah.
Red alert!
So today we have a different show because we've been trying to stay aware of the politics because obviously the situation that involves everyone.
It's a different show.
And it's a different show. We're not a politics show. Yes, in the past we tap a little bit on it, but I feel a little betrayed, and we have this conversation in our circle, right? Because we've been respectful of the charge, right? Of the presidency, but now when after you fucked up and you fucked up and you keep fucked up, and decide to step away from politics and focus again in our thing that is how entertainment become life and how life become entertainment. So today we have a show of the top 10 movies of nuclear war.
You know, just in case you were looking for something positive today. No, but seriously, these are damn good movies. Like.
You need to remind me some of them, because for sure I see them, but I don't recall them. Why? Because I was living in other countries, and remember how they changed the names. You know, we should do a podcast next week, how they changed the name in Latin America.
We should, because I know a couple where, honestly, I don't hate the new titles.
You don't?
Just some are awful, like Very Bad Trip, although to be fair, I think that was Europe, not Latin America.
Which one?
So I believe it was Europe. They renamed The Hangover Very Bad Trip.
Yeah. I mean, that was a Hangover. Oh, no, in Mexico, they call it Hangover.
Yeah, I think that was in Europe where they renamed it, or at least France.
No, I think it was Spain.
Yeah, I think it was all of Europe, which...
Well, gotta be only in Spain because they just speak Spanish in Hangover. You know, in Spain, the other countries speak Italian or English.
Yeah, well, that happens a lot, but...
¿Qué pasó ayer? Oh, yeah, that's the name in Spanish too. Hangover, they call it ¿Qué pasó ayer? What happened yesterday?
What happened yesterday?
Dude, and that's an easy one. Remember this movie from The Rock that he's a nanny?
He's wait,
No,
wait,
no,
Vin
wait.
Diesel. It's
In
Vin
this,
Diesel.
what is the name of that?
The Pacifier. I actually love that movie. That movie's a guilty pleasure of mine, but it's not guilty because I openly talk about how much I like it. But oh yeah, I can imagine that title would have to be
No,
changed
no,
because
no,
that.
no, no, no. Are you ready? El canguro super duro. What? That was in Spain. I'm not kidding. The pacifier, they call it the super strong kangaroo. What?
Because the kangaroo dance in the movie.
No,
That's
no,
really
because the kangaroo is where you put the baby. Is the cat?
wow.
The cat.
No, I'm sorry. It's not a kangaroo dance. It's the Peter Panda dance in that
No, no, no,
movie.
no, no. It's because of in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Spain
I get it. I get it. I get it.
where you have the baby, the holding baby thing, and they make it super strong. So it's a canguro super duro. Yeah, I mean
Anyway, that's next week. That'll be fun.
anyway. So 13 days. Let's start with 13 days. 13 days was released in 2000, directed by Roger Donaldson.
Oh, really?
Kevin,
2000? I don't know why. I thought it was older than that.
I thought that too, right?
Yeah.
But
I thought that was like 96, 97. But
I must confess, I don't recall watching this movie, but at the same time, I think I watched it.
oh, it's I watched it again like 2 or 3 years ago. So it was the second time I'd seen it, and it's one of those movies I always talk about it this way. Like you know what happens because this happened. This is the Cuban Missile Crisis. And yet you're still on edge the whole movie. Masterful filmmaking.
Hmm. Let me take the audience what it's about. By the way, I'm eating a new go, another power bar. So, um, a tense dramatization of the Cuban Missile Crisis focused on President Kennedy inner circle as they negotiate to prevent nuclear war against the at the old USSR. So close to reality, maybe, but this is against Cuba, right?
Well, kind of. So I got to think about how to make this short and sweet. So middle of the Cold War, the Russians install nuclear warhead sites or missile systems on the island of Cuba, which was also communist. And there was a very tense standoff and various, I'm not going to say skirmishes, I'm giving the real condensed version here, but there was a period where it seemed like nuclear war was imminent. And then through back channels, President Kennedy worked out a deal with the Soviet government where they would take the missiles away from Cuba immediately. And then the US would, I think it was within 20 days, would remove their missile systems that were in Turkey at the time.
Yeah.
So that was the sort of like quiet deal that was made. So everybody got to look good.
Yeah. So, yeah, good movie. Doesn't have a high rating on IMDb, but on Rotten
See,
Tomatoes,
yeah, and that's weird to me because I can see why because some people might find this movie boring. There's a lot of talking, but they're
you're not even.
trying to be
It's complicated.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's trying to and actually it's fairly accurate. Well, it's fairly accurate. It's unfortunately based off of and I forget his name. It's based off of the testimony of one person who wasn't there the whole time. So there's some elements that
Could be missing or adapted.
yeah, but overall, I mean, it's my understanding that it's pretty good.
So this movie has a rating of IMDb of 7.3. That is really good. Now let's remember that IMDb is a combination of all the ratings of critics and all the ratings of people. So that comes into game when you read a rating in IMDb. However, Rotten Tomatoes give him an 83, and
Is
that's
that
big.
is that critic or audience?
Rotten Tomatoes is just critics.
No, they have an audience score,
Yeah, but
but
yeah, they have an
the
audience
rating is
score.
just critics. Well, what the hell do they know?
Yeah, let's go to number 2. I already named in this podcast. This is probably my favorite movies of all times in this genre. Uh,
It's my favorite of the Jack Ryan movies.
yeah,
Like
of course, I
it's
was gonna say it's based on on Tom Clancy. That I love Tom Clancy. And regardless of the cast, that I think that people didn't like it. People, me again, it's one of my favorite movies. Personally, I will put it next to Back to the Future and
it's
next to
up
Star Wars.
there.
My personal view. However, Rotten Tomatoes giving a 59 and IMDb a 6.5. Can you believe that? But let me tell the audience what we're talking about. CIA analyst Jack Ryan, as you know, Jack Ryan, races to stop neo-Nazi terrorists from detonating a nuclear bomb in Baltimore to provoke war between the USA and Russia. Let's remember, for the fans of Tom Clancy, this is the first time that actually Jack Ryan is working in the. It's his first case.
Right. Yeah, this is early
So,
Jack Ryan.
so you see a Jack Ryan more behave, control, but doing what Jack Ryan does, try to fix the shit. Uh, Ben Affleck, I love him in that
He's
role.
great in that movie.
He's great in everything he does. That people hate him for no other
Well,
reason.
not
Tell
everything,
me one
but the
movie that
majority. The majority.
tell me one movie that you don't like of Ben Affleck.
Gigli.
Shit, which one is that?
That's the one he did with J Lo. Now,
Yeah, well,
to be fair, I
to be
don't
fair,
think
he
that
was
was
married.
his. I don't think it was his fault. I think that movie suffers from horrendous direction because briefly they're a couple in the movie Jersey Girl and they're delightful. So I don't blame them for that.
So what is the name of the movie that you said, Jillian?
Yeah, I think is it Gigli or something like that. But Justin says you'd probably be surprised what has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I would like to know. To be fair, nobody likes Gigli. Even Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez hate Gigli. Actually,
Let me
the conspiracy theory is that's what led to that was what set in motion their
yeah
divorce.
talk about something. Let's talk about something. Imagine not somebody, right? Anna de Armas or J Lo 20 years ago. Tell you, Jack, Jake, Ben, whatever the name, right? Jake, let's use just an example. I was talking in general to the audience, but we know each other from the rehearsals, right? Something is going on. You don't know if you're gonna take the movie or not, but she showed herself with that booty and tell you, I will love to make this movie with you, right? Bro, the guy's gonna go and cross the
Oh
sea.
no, I'm not blaming him for making it, but I mean this is the same guy who was in Reindeer Games. So
Yeah, but remember that he get. I never saw this movie. I'm looking at the shorts. He made $12.5 million for the movie, regardless. So
yeah, I'm not hating on him.
I'm not hating on him at all.
I mean,
Anyway,
Chasing Amy is a fantastic movie. Jersey Girl's a fantastic movie. He's still my favorite live action Batman.
this one is chasing J-Lo. Yeah.
But
So anyway,
we're not talking about those movies. We're talking about Jack fucking Ryan.
and when you have Ben Affleck and you put him with Master Morgan Freeman as the director of the CIA, William Cabot, right? Katie Mueller, that is the girlfriend. Sorry, Bridget Moynihan. James Cromwell, that is has an amazing role. Sarah, I mean, everything in this casting is perfect. Uh,
Yeah.
if you haven't seen it, and I'm gonna jump into recommendations because this is one of my all-time favorite movies. Like I say, it's for me, it's next to Back to the Future and Star Wars. The you know what? It's next to The Empire Strike Back with me. This movie. I probably watched it 10, 11 times and I love it. So I'm going to jump into recommendations. Go and watch this movie. It's on Netflix. Uh, you know what? I noticed something really weird and I want to make a pause. It's been said that when you talk to your phone or to your friend, the computer listen what you want and then they block it from your server and show you how to pay for the movie right away.
Really?
You know, you haven't read those articles?
You said they block it from your server?
This is what happened. And I'm telling everyone, the Sum of All Fears is on Netflix. You're supposed to go and watch it on Netflix.
Yeah.
I was conversation, I think was to the Oracle. I don't know, or say I don't remember. And I told him a movie, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I got it on Netflix." I saw him watch on Netflix. Went to Netflix and he needed to pay the Prime for Netflix for that movie. They're like, "Why I don't have it? Maybe it's the country, right?" No, I
Yeah.
checked Canada. No, it's like
Huh.
now. I was looking what the first movie that we told 13 days. I need to pay to watch it in Amazon Prime. I need to rent it $4 to watch it. So it's weird. Like, who is watching 13 days today?
Well, probably not many people, which is why it's not streaming anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Phil Alden Robinson is a really good director, and I really like him. So yeah, do you know if he make other things?
I'm sure. Phil Alden Robinson. Let's see.
Yeah, because um I never got the chance to look after if he has done other things.
First of all, like look at that poster for Sum of All Fears. Like,
Fantastic.
Field of Dreams.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Some others you may have heard of. Apparently, he's behind Fern Gully 2, The Magical Rescue. So I'm gonna ding him for that one. Oh, he made Fletch. Ah, not as much as you would think, but yeah,
No,
he's made
maybe he become a writer, or he just realized that the real movies in producing movies.
probably, but yeah, he's no, I think his most recent was in 2014, The Angriest Man in Brooklyn.
Never seen it.
Not me neither. But apparently he's also behind Ghost Dad, starring Bill Cosby.
Well, maybe that's why he disappeared. So, number 3. And now let me tell you that this is the top 10 gathered by a group of researchers. It's not just it's just not the Google one like we used to do. This is a merge between many. And we decided to attack the movies from 2000 and on,
Yeah.
because I got movies from 1939. When the Cold War was the Cold War, it was a flood of movies about that they
Well,
were
yeah,
like,
and then you have to that's a good call because I mean, obviously you got that's not even getting into like the monster movies or like nuclear fallout movies. We're talking
yeah,
about like full scale Armageddon.
yeah. So, and we're gonna
Another
get to the
hey, another Ben Affleck movie.
another Armageddon. Armageddon, I love the movie. I wouldn't put in my favorite, but he's in my top 10, definitely.
I have to say this just like don't get me, I understand Armageddon is a popcorn movie, but I have one just huge fundamental problem with it.
What?
It's way easier to teach astronauts how to drill than it is to teach drillers how to be astronauts. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm with you, but let me tell you something. Astronauts, they're not cool. Drillers, they
The
are.
fuck, astronauts are cool.
Yeah, they're boring. They're mathematicians with talent to drive. Think about
They're,
it.
they're mathematicians that can drive.
Yeah, I mean, they're amazing. Don't take me wrong, but remember Burr in Armageddon? You're never gonna find a freaking uh, what was it? He's 6'8", 350 pure muscle guy going like yeah, dancing in a leopard tongue as an astronaut. Never. But you're right. It's science fiction. Um, Next movie. Remind me this movie because I do not remember watching it, but I remember scenes of the movie. 2009, The Road. Remember, directed by John Hillcoat, Viggo Mortensen, Cody Smith McPhee. A father and son traverse. I remember. A father and son traverse a post-apocalyptic wasteland while evading cannibals clinging to humanity. You remember this movie? Guy Pearce, Charlize Theron.
I did not watch it, but I'm aware of it. I've heard of it.
You know what the problem I had with this movie? That it got released, if it's not in the same year, really close to uh what was the movie? I think was Del Toro movie. That is apocalyptic, other but dad and kid that are walking, the the young of man, the last man on, oh dude. I
Is
hate
it Children of Men?
Children of Men.
That's a weird one. It's not bad. It's
No, no,
weird.
but Children of Men, it was, it's kind of, it's not the dad and everything, but it's the similar synopsis, right?
Basically, yeah, but I have a feeling the road's a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean probably. I mean it's in the top 10. So either way, the road is in Prime Video. IMDb gives him a 7.2. Rotten Tomatoes a 74.
I
And let's be
mean,
at
if
least,
Viggo Mortensen's in it, it's probably good.
first of all, because he's Argentinian.
Is he?
Yeah, Vigo is Argentinian.
I
He
feel
speaks.
like you're lying to me.
Oh no, I can bet you. I bet you $100 that he's Argentinian right now. Take the bet. Take the bet. Take the bet. Come on, take the bet. I need you to shake on it. Shake it for the audience. He born in Argentina.
No, he was born in Watertown, New York.
He born in Argentina.
No, Mortensen was born in Watertown, New York on October 20th, 1958 to
Why are you
Grace
talking
Gamble
about
and Vigo Peter Mortensen Sr. His mother
Vigo
is American.
Mortensen?
His mother was American, while his father was Danish. They met in Norway.
What are you talking about?
His maternal grandfather was a Canadian from Nova Scotia, and his paternal grandmother was from Trondheim, Norway. Oh, hang on. This might be where you're getting confused. In 1961, the family moved to Venezuela, then Denmark, and eventually settled in Argentina.
Yeah, he's from Cordoba. He speaks Spanish as good as me.
Well, I know, but he wasn't born there. But yes, you're right. Oh, I didn't know that. Viggo Mortensen was baptized Lutheran, like me.
There you
Although,
go.
huh,
Argentina, and it's like you and me together.
huh, huh.
Yeah, so yeah, you know what? Actually, he was in Argentina when he got cast for the Lord of the Rings
Yeah, I was aware of. Yes,
because he was an A-lister in Argentina. I mean, he
I
wasn't
can
an
see that.
A-lister. Yeah.
But
But
he's
anyway,
he's known for he's an exceptional actor, and he really just he can transform because like I don't know if you've seen the Green Book.
yeah,
Like that's the same guy that played Aragorn.
yeah. No,
Like
it is such a good word. I mean, actually, I was watching a documentary of the actors that has more Academy Awards, and I was surprised that the other character from the how you call it, the Green Book, the lead actor, how you call it,
I
what is
forget
his
his
name?
name, but I know who you're talking about.
He
The
got two
pianist.
Academy Awards.
I can see that. He's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not something that popped my mind right away. I'm gonna look for his name because he got two Academy Awards. We need to know his name. The thing is, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Mahershala Ali. Mahershala?
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, he got two awards. You know who's the actor that has more Academy Awards ever? Don't
I don't
Google
know.
it.
I'm not.
Audrey Hepburn. Four.
Really? Hepburn? Huh.
Yeah. I was a surprise, but I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't realize that Al Pacino doesn't have an Academy Award. He got two. Sorry, I mean he got two. I remember now. Uh, but the list is huge, right? Imagine how many years of Academy Awards. But just realize that many of the ones that we consider as superstars, they have one or two, actually.
Although I think it's actually slowly getting better. For the vast majority of the time, the Oscars, it's almost like if a movie's popular, it's not blacklisted, but it's significantly less likely to win. And it's just like, hey, just because it's popular doesn't mean it's not artistically valid. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes good shit is just good shit, you know?
So just for the record, just Catherine Hepburn has 4 Oscars. Nobody else has 4 more Oscars.
Did you say Catherine or Audrey?
Catherine Hepburn. What I say?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
you said,
Catherine.
I was just Catherine Hepburn. Okay, for some reason I thought you said Audrey, but I think that was me.
Catherine Hepburn. Hepburn is the only one that got an Academy Award 1934, 1968, 1969, and 1982.
But
Can you
that's
believe?
Audrey's mother, right? Audrey
Yeah.
Hepburn's mother. Yeah.
So now, the only actor to have 3 Academy Awards is Frances McDormand, Daniel Day-Lewis, Ingrid Bergman, and that's it.
Really? Ingrid Bergman has 3 Oscars?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Wow. Huh.
Wow. They're doing it again. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Meryl Streep, 2. Oh, no. I'm in number 3. So those 3 people had now 2. The list obviously is bigger, right? So for 2 Oscars, we have Ingrid Bergman.
I thought you
Daniel,
said she had 3.
let me see, because I hate when they do this.
Yeah, you said both those names for 3s.
I hate when they do this because I'm improvising. Now I'm improvising, people. Because I found it really. No, Hepburn, bro. Hepburn has 4.
Right.
3, I didn't say 3. 3, I said Frances Dorman. Oh yeah, I said Ingrid Bergman 2. Sorry, my mistake. So with 3, it's only Walter Brennan, actor Frances Dorman, and Daniel Day-Lewis. That's it. That's the people that got 3 Oscars only. Isn't that crazy? So now with 2, Meryl Streep, Betty Davis, Gary Cooper, Christoph Waltz. You know that he got 2 Oscars, Christoph Waltz?
I can see that though. He's phenomenal. He's gonna get more.
If he got the good roles, I haven't seen him lately in a role. Have you?
No, but I mean he'll get there. He'll get there.
Tom Hanks has 2. Jane Fonda, Sean Penn, Marlon Brando. The Marlon Brando just has 2, man. Isn't that crazy?
I'm
Imagine how hard.
still, man, I'm still tripping on Ingrid Bergman having 3 Oscars.
Yeah,
Because like I mean she's not bad, but like
she's perfect, bro.
is she?
Yeah, her paste. Oh,
It,
oh, come on, her. Oh, it's an Oscar. It's an Oscar award. Anyway,
I
let's
mean,
go.
I can't speak too ill because I mean she's in my favorite movie and she's phenomenal in it. But I mean,
And she got an Academy Award from that.
3, yeah, for that one I get 3 Oscars though. Really, 3?
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
need to watch For Whom the Bell Tolls because apparently that was her first.
so Ford movie, and I know you love this movie. Personally, I didn't like it, but The Watchmen, 2009,
It's I
directed.
okay. I like it for its libertarian tendency, even though it's more anarchist than libertarian. But the movie's more libertarian. The graphic novel's definitely anarchist. But it's it's not it's not as good as a lot of people say it is. It's certainly not flawless.
I fell asleep the 2 times that I was watching it.
And now,
Oh,
what I have not seen the director's cut of it, but based upon watching the Snyder cut of Justice League, I've heard it's better, but I also heard that about the Snyder cut of Justice League, and I thought that was hot, steaming garbage. So,
you don't like Zack Snyder work, but let me just inform the audience because sometimes we're talking about because we do this for a living. But Watchmen was released 2009. Director Zack Snyder. Synopsis: in an alternate 1985, vigilance undercover a conspiracy to fake an alien attack to avert global global nuclear annihilation. Annihilation, that's how you say it? How you say that word?
Annihilation.
Annihilation. So yeah, so that's I don't think I'm gonna watch it again. I don't want to watch The Watchmen. So
Who watches The Watchmen? Not this guy.
not this guy. Number five. Number five is a lot in social media lately for a joke. It was released last year, and it's Oppenheimer, obviously directed by one of my favorite directors, Christopher Nolan. Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr. I mean, what else do you want to have there? I mean, you got 2 Academy Awards from that movie, right? Bio, biographical epic about the father of the atomic bomb, exploring his role in the Manhattan Project and guilt over nuclear destruction. And as you know, 2 days ago with the situation, everybody was posting, I wish this summer could be more Barbie than Oppenheimer. I don't know if you got to see that.
I did not see that, but
It was everywhere. It was the hashtag summer Barbie? It was what it was trending brutally yesterday and the day before. So yeah, that is a movie that I highly recommend. I watched it twice. Me as an international, when I go to the movies, I don't have a problem understanding, but when the pace is so informative, I need to watch it again. It's on Peacock with subtitles, so it's really good, man. Have you watched it?
what's that, Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you skipped on me, or I didn't catch the skip. Yeah, I've seen Oppenheimer. It's
Yeah, I was talking about Robert Downey Jr.
oh yeah, because you were talking about
and
Cillian Murphy. I'm an idiot. Yes, yes.
yes, you're an idiot, but we love you, bro. Don't worry about it. For the people that's listening to us, he just flipped me, obviously.
No, I
So,
didn't. I thought I didn't flip
oh,
you off. This would be me flipping you off.
there you go. I was reading. Usually after 2 years of making a podcast, sometimes I just don't look at you. I'm just listening to you.
Yeah, that's true. I don't blame you.
It's on Peacock. If you can put the P, and I will put the rest of the subscription. Peacock. Sorry. There you go. IMDb give them an 8.3, Rotten Tomatoes a 93. It's a really good movie.
It is.
Big. Emily Blunt looks fantastic. Emma Dumont. Cillian Murphy. We're in the list in number 5, and I want to make a parenthesis. I just want to watch 20 years after, right?
28 years after. 28 years later.
Later, yeah. It's really rare that this happened, but it's the only movie after 100 movies that I seen last year, because my subscription tell me how many I seen on the movies, because we all know that we discuss this, that I watch more entertainment. Is the only one in 100 movies, Jake, that actually watched back to back. Watch it one day in the pre-release and in the premiere, in the pre-release and in the premiere. It's such a great movie, Jake. I know you haven't watched it because it just came out. But let me go back to 20 days. 20 days later, right? That's the name.
28 days later, yeah.
Was Cillian Murphy's first movie?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he was the lead actor.
That was his first movie, though.
I think if not, it's the first lead actor.
His first big, yeah. His first big movie.
The movie's so good. Back in the day when I watched it, 20 days. Yeah, it's his first movie. It's from 2002.
Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah.
And the way that he delivered that role, I didn't imagine that he was gonna be what he became today. And damn, bro, is this one 20 years later? How, if I tell you that it jumped to be my favorite horror movies of all time, you think I'm exaggerating? Because it's such a great portrait of Go ahead.
Tony
What's just
Tony Wiles says, I like 28 Weeks Later.
you know what? Just for you to know, Tony, thank you for joining us. Next year we're gonna have another movie from this thing, and the chronological order to watch is 28 days later, the one that is coming, the Temple of Bones, then 20 years later, and then it's 28 weeks later. But that one is part of the, yeah, it's all mixed. I just saw that. The most important thing about this movie, the one that just got released, the 28 years later, it's an ode to death. The way that is directed, the way that is portrayed, the way that is respected is, man, it's so good. Alex Garland is the script, and Danny Boyle. You can feel Danny Boyle at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie. The most important about Danny Boyle, for the people that don't know, he directed Transpotting, and he did something that I think he kind of lost in his path to being a director, that he doesn't sell the story. He sells tension through visuals, emotions through visuals. If you remember Transporting, you watched Transporting, Jake? Okay, for your
Nope.
mistake, because you're young, and I will forgive you for this, there's a scene that they're doing a lot of heroin. That's what the movie is about. And the dead baby is walking in the ceiling. That scene for the Generation X is tattooed in their minds because of that movie. The way that he portrayed being a drug addict was so deep because he sold the image. 20 years later is the same, man. If you guys follow me everywhere, because I know people follow me everywhere, Virus Box in IMDb, I make a review that I'm calling this right now. Put it on your date. Alfie Williams at least is gonna get an Academy Award nomination, the kid, and he's gonna win a Golden Globe for sure. The way that Alfie Williams, at 12 years old, 13, whatever he is, carries a movie as a lead actor, the emotions, the face expression, you're really, and this is what it became my favorite movie. I cried both times that I see it. I cried with a horror movie. Like, you know how deep that is when they make an ode to,
For you, yeah. That's, yeah.
because I'm like everyone, I'm waiting scary. That yes, you have that, but in the middle of the movie, the climax of the movie is a romantic drama about love to your mother. So it's so beautiful that I highly recommend now. Like I said in the review in IMDb, if you're looking to see Friday 13, right, and Jason killing people, right, or another Night of the Living Dead, don't go and watch the movie. If you want to see a perfect cinematography, listen, perfect cinematography. You know that he shot drone, a real film camera, and an iPhone. That's how we shot the whole movie. I'm like blown away as a director. Cinematography is, the pace and cinematography is fantastic. Highly recommended. We didn't put it in the list because it's not about, nuclear, but when we talk about Cillian Murphy, it's important that we make the connection. And if why I do it, because it's my podcast, so I can do whatever I want, right, Jakey boy?
Yeah. Just one of my favorite things about Oppenheimer is it gave rise to probably one of the greatest internet videos I've ever seen.
Which one, brother?
It's somebody's got his phone out in Oppenheimer during the scene where they do the test at Los Alamos.
Yeah.
And when it's silent, right? And then you just see the explosion.
I
Some
don't
ass
recall that. That's
Yeah,
funny.
it's when they're dropping the bomb, right, for the test.
Yeah,
And oh, you're talking about the video, and then some asshole in the
no,
theater,
the video, yeah.
some asshole in the theater farts right as the bomb goes. And it must have not had been too many people in the theater because like only a couple people laugh. But there's this one guy you can hear him because he's at the front. He just loses his shit. I think it's the funniest thing ever. It's
That's so funny.
brilliant. But you know what else is awesome?
Okay, time to talk about it. Go, please.
Star Trek is awesome. And
I
so
think
is the podcast. So is the podcast where we talk about Star Trek. And here's a
please.
sneak peek right now. The Final Frontier podcast. These are the voyages of Jake Boger and Justin Spur. Our weekly mission to explore memories of Star Trek's strange new worlds, to recall the search for new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has had the spare time to go before.
I can. Good.
Well, I'm telling you, that podcast looks awesome, and that song, man, whoever wrote that,
I
I'm
mean,
just saying, if he had a contest, I'd vote for him.
just for the record, I didn't wrote it. I just make the arrangements.
Oh,
Like,
whoever created it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't
Okay.
write it, but
Yeah. But thank you for saying that. Yeah, we did that. And please, people, vote. Right? Did you program our commercial, or did you just decide to talk about it?
no, it started. It started the podcast.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, remember, please vote, and vote. It's really easy. It's free. If you want to put $10, I will love it. You don't need to, but
And yeah, you should definitely vote and subscribe to the Final Frontier podcast. Season 1 is done in the can. Season 2 will start here in the next couple of months, hopefully, knock on wood. But before the year is out, season 2 will have started.
nice. Well, I didn't know that you finished the first season.
Oh yeah, it's been finished for a while. It's been wrapped up.
Sorry, this last month has been so weird, right?
It has, yeah.
It has been. I just lost my X-wing. It just falling to the ground.
Not the X-wing.
No, but I mean, I'm. You know, are you good picking up things with your feet?
Actually, yes.
Yeah, I'm doing that because it went all the way down to the. I got it, Jake. Yeah, don't worry. Guess what?
I'm not worried.
Look at that
Not
beauty.
worried at all. Look at that booty. Oh, look
I
at
say
that booty.
I work out. Anyway, number 6, leave the world behind. 2 things that I want to talk about this movie. First of all, it's an experimental movie. I don't know if you watch it, and it's a Netflix original. It was released in 2023, and it's the perspective of the normal people, right? I mean, rich, poor, but it's how normal people will get affected in a nuclear attack. Because it's not going to happen, look, yeah, that happened 3 kilometers or even 10 kilometers around where the bomb is dropped. But the rest of the world is going to be decimated by different things. Even they needed to attack every state with 51, bombs in the states, just for saying it, to be decimated as we're thinking. But in this movie, they portray how first they lose water, the signal, right? And that you don't know what's going on. Because if right now we lose internet and TV and radio, what's going on? We can assume, but what's going on, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it would be impossible. It's not even so much a dependence on technology, so to speak. It's just you just wouldn't know. Like it would be back like in the old days, like where you'd have to wait for the newspaper.
Yeah, but if it's not newspaper, this movie's about that, and it's called Leave the World Behind. Julia Roberts as producer, as always, do a great work, and I think it's a good movie. IMDb gives them a 6.4. Now let's understand, people, that Titanic has a 9, so having 6.4 is a decent movie.
Yeah, that's not bad.
1 to 3 point. 1 to 3.5 is bad.
I
4
would.
up is okay, right? 6 up is a good movie. 8, 9, and 10 are like fantastic, right? It's like my qualification in high school, right? So Leave the World Behind, 2023, a family vacations unravels amid cyber attack and mysterious environmental disaster, hitting a broader geopolitical collapse. If you haven't watched it, Jake, I highly recommend it. It's a slow paced.
Yeah, because I have not seen it, but
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's part of their Netflix subscription. So now,
nice.
HBO number 7. HBO gave us a really good movie called Civil War. First of all, Alex Garland is the script, the same guy from 20 weeks later and 28 years later. Kristen Dorst, amazing job. It's in HBO for everyone that want to see it. I don't even have to Google this because I watched it like when it got released. You know how obsessed I am with, and the audience know how obsessive I am with HBO, right? Like I seriously watch everything they release.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. For me right now, as far as streaming services go, I think HBO is my top.
Yeah,
I think it's the best value for what you're
probably.
paying. Yeah.
Now you know that they're going back to HBO, right? It's not going to be Max anymore.
Good, because
I
that
sued them.
was
I won the suit. I know. They just decided to go back to HBO. I wish. Imagine winning a suit against HBO. We will be in another level.
But Justin, it's funny because that point, because he's talking about how in Civil War he's got beef with the movie because California and Texas team up. But Justin, in the context of the movie, I'm willing to bet that that's how screwed up things are. Is that both Texas and California look at each other and be like, "That's that bullshit."
Now, thank you for the spoilers alert for people that haven't watched the movie. Thank
Oh,
you.
apparently the movie
I
never
appreciate.
explains why they team up.
No. The movie's way more than that. It's a feeling of the character. It's a journalist. Let me read it. A dystopian near future, journalists document the fractured USA embroiled in a second civil war, with rogue states treating nuclear strike to Sedis. Sedis, how you spell that? Who wrote this for me? Secede.
Oh, secede.
The seed. Oh yeah, from
Why?
seed.
That's when you leave the Union.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeehaw, we're gonna kick some ass. Oh shit, they got railroads and shit.
Highly recommend.
Oh
Highly,
fuck.
uh,
Oh my god. There's a there's a
go ahead.
great there's a great Shane Gillis bit, and it shouldn't be funny, it's just the way he says it. He's talking about how it's like, like back in the day, especially if you were in the Confederacy, like your unit, like if you went to the army, your unit was from your town. So it's like you and all your buddies and your family, like
Yeah,
you have to fucking walk 200 miles to go fuck these guys up, and then you get there and you're still like, imagine how pissed you had to be to walk 200 miles and be like, you're not taking our fucking slaves away. He's like, they said they're gonna do fucking what? Let's start walking. He's like, but then you get there and they fucking shoot giant fucking cannonballs and the guy next to you's head fucking explodes. You go, oh fuck.
that's that's funny. I don't know if all the people is watching the live chat. For a reason, it's failing for me. I cannot see the live chat.
Can you not see it at all, or are you just not getting your messages?
No, I don't get the message. It's in black.
Um, Up there next to the X, all the dials, make sure that's to all messages, not just.
Yeah, no, it's open and it's in live chat, not top chat. No, I know what I'm doing.
No, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm even wrote, but I can see what I write. Put A. Just for the record, somebody else has this problem. Let me know, so I can call directly YouTube and say what the fuck is going on. Did you saw my A? And I'm signing in. I'm totally signing in.
What are you talking about?
I see the 100%. Anyway, let's keep going. Now, number 8 is obviously new movie. Dead Reckoning Part 2 from Mission Impossible from Christopher McQuarrie, right?
Well, how impossible could it be? They've made so many movies.
But have you watched it?
No,
Number 8.
I've never
You know what?
seen.
It's
I've never
probably
seen a
after
single.
the one. It's probably the one I enjoyed the most because now I totally, right, accepted that it's fake, but the concept of the story is really good. Let me read it. Ethan Hunt, Ethan Hunt's team confronts a rogue AI and a stolen nuclear arsenal, racing to prevent global destruction in an action-packed sequel. So when you're it's 2008 and 25, and they just released a movie about a rogue AI. It's kind of cool, right? That they're not waiting 10 years to do something like that. So it's pretty cool how they need to stop an AI. The fights are unreal. He's hanging from a plane that it will be gravitationally impossible to survive that, right? But it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's long, man. It's almost 2 hours and a half. So maybe a little more. But yeah, I if you haven't watched it, please go and check it out. It's a fun movie to watch, and you should watch it, Jake. Why you never watch? Can you share with the audience why you never?
I've just never watched any of the Mission Impossible movies.
I know why you're so stubborn.
I don't know. It's not that I'm stubborn. I just never. And then now there's so many. I don't have a desire to.
I don't know how many are there. People, 6, 7,
Fucking 12, aren't they? Like there's so fucking many.
like 8. They're good, man.
Eh,
They're good.
I'm okay.
You're stubborn.
No,
Just
I'm
so.
okay. It's whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
I
anyway.
watch art, Virus. I watch art and
Yeah,
professional wrestling.
yeah, yeah. That's totally hard. So my next that I want to talk is directed by Denis Villeneuve with our favorite guy Timothy Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, a sci-fi
Chalamet.
Chalamet, a sci-fi thriller set in 2075, where a pandemic and nuclear winter force survivors underground. A scientist discovered the outbreak was engineered to halt climate collapse. It's called the White Plague. It's new. It's this year, 2025. So I highly recommend. It's already in Amazon Video, Apple TV, and Fandango at home. Now, everybody knows that I don't feel. I used to hate Timothée Chalamet until I saw the Bob Dylan biopic. Got my respect because he actually became a musician to perform all the songs, and they're really good, right? So the last one before our special calls, Fallout. Did you play the video game Fallout, Jake?
Nope.
Do you know what it's about?
Vaguely.
I played it. I didn't like the video game. Uh, it's coming with a season 2. They make after the video game. They make a show. It's an Amazon original. Fans of the game, they say that it's really good. It looks great. It got great aesthetics as the movie. I love that Walton Goggins is there because it's Walton Goggins. But I haven't been able to. I tried to watch the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, the same that happened with me in the game. I'm like, while I'm walking, saving things, you know. So, but however, it's considered one of the top 10. Based on the video game, survivors of a post-nuclear wasteland battle mutate critters and warlords to control the irradiated resources. So yeah, it sounds like everything that we've seen before, but they make a huge video game. The video game sell. Do you have something in there? Sounds
No,
like
this is for recommendations. So
uh,
just for later.
uh, I want to do some honorable mentions, if you will. The end we start from in 2003. Chernobyl, the TV show in HBO. Have you watched it?
I have not, but I've been told it's exceptional.
It's really good. The show is really good. And then they make Chernobyl Requiem last year. Really good. I haven't watched the Requiem one, and one that is not from the 2000. Actually, it was in 1999. That is called Failsafe.
Mm,
It was released in 1963. The original. They make a remake. What I like about the movies that they didn't. It's just one long term. They're like filming in almost in a theater. Uh, Actually, is when what is the guy that sells that Nescafe now? Really handsome guy, George Clooney. Got
mm.
my respect as an actor. Really good movie. You guys can watch it. The whole movie's in black and white. Really good, really good. I don't know. Let me see where you can fail safe. The original one, 1964, is the original one, and I said George Clooney, right?
Yes. You said Jorge Clooney.
Actually, it's from 2000, and the important for me is the cast: George Clooney, Richard Dreyfuss, Noah Weil, Harvey Keitel, Ken Casaria, Sam Elliott, James Cromwell. Uh, I mean, many more, but those are the main ones. Brian Deherty, remember Brian Denner Dinnerhy? You will remember
I
his face.
feel, yeah, if I see him, because the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's been in Tommy Boy, Silverado, Cocoon, Driveway, Rambo. Is the bad guy in Rambo. In the first one, he's the gladiator. He's in Ratatouille, and this is those kind of guys that you see his face and you know it's gonna be there, right? Um, so anyway, it's a really good movie. Fail Safe will be my first recommendation of the day, connecting it to this thing, connecting it. Um,
Connecting. It's like fusion. It's like a circle.
it's like a bad commercial from a telecommunication company, connecting our ideas. Ding, ding, ding. That sounds like
Hmm.
1984 commercial. Anyway, so for me, I want to recommend Fail Safe, but the 2000 version is really well done. It's like I say, it's in white. It's what happened in the control room after a fail safes have a technical issue happens, and it disconnect. Now it was a TV movie. It wasn't
Ah,
released, so it didn't have as many attention as they supposed to have. But yeah, so fail safe is in Amazon Prime. You will have to pay for it. IMDb. Check this out. Are you ready? IMDb gives them 7.3. You know how much Rotten Tomato give to this movie?
4.5.
100.
Really?
So listen to me when I'm making this recommendation. It didn't make it big because they put it on TV,
Right.
and the 2000 is when everything was moving. Not to streaming, but you watch the TV there and who had people, right? Maybe if not in just that, but Failsafe is such a great movie. Like I say, it's in Amazon Prime. You can have it for $3.99 in Apple TV, Fandango at Home $3.99, or for $3.79 in Amazon Prime. I bought it in the DVD. It was a Blu-ray, and I watched it several times. It helped me to develop a good character of writing as a writer. If you're a writer, director, you need to watch this movie. Your recommendation, Jake Boy.
So my film recommendation, especially if you enjoy movies like 13 Days, although this one's a little bit more fast-paced, Crimson Tide. Denzel
Mm,
Washington is fantastic in it, particularly the scene where he disobeys his commanding officer. It's loosely based on something that actually happened, believe it or not, on the Russian side of the Cuban Missile Crisis, where there was an indication that the United States, they were not sure, but they had reason to believe that the United States had launched a nuclear warhead. And so I don't remember the exact protocol, but basically two or three people had to agree, and there was one dissenter who said no, not until we get more information.
the third
Now,
man.
yeah, but this movie is a lot more dramatic. But like, I guess there is precedent for this. I've not been in the Navy, so I don't know. But according to this movie, at least on a nuclear submarine, both the captain and
No
Not,
spoilers. So I'm gonna watch it after we
yeah,
finish
yeah,
this.
no, it's great. The captain and the first mate apparently both have a key and they have to agree. And
Oh, I need to
yeah,
switch at the same time to
yeah,
people.
yeah,
So just the people to know is with premium subscribers on YouTube TV, you have it for $3.79 in Amazon, or if you have a premium subscription in Hulu, you can watch it. Just for you to support what you're saying. Yes, Denzel Washington is amazing, but he's surrounded by Gene Hackman
yeah,
and by James Gandolfini. If the people don't know who Gandolfini is, the soprano guy. So
yeah. That's Tony
yeah,
Soprano. But
I
yeah,
never,
it's great.
yeah, I didn't make the list because he's from 1995.
Right, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's like if you like movies like I said, if you like those kinds of movies like 13 Days or those like really suspenseful, you know, it's phenomenal. Denzel, everybody does great, but Denzel does he delivers hardcore.
Yeah.
It's
All
right up
right.
there with Remember the Titans. It's right up there with Denzel
Really?
performances.
That good?
Yeah.
Hmm. Good. So, you want to talk about your book? Meanwhile, I find the comic book that I'm looking.
Well, television. Except I'm drawing a blank. I had a series picked out. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'll do the book first. So my book recommendation, or I guess this is my weird recommendation, or pick whatever you want recommendation. I recommend, Justin will appreciate this, the Hork-Bajir Chronicles, a prequel to the Animorph series. I will go ahead and let you know it is a young adult novel, so the prose is a little more basic, but this book, keep in mind, this is a YA novel. This book deals with war crimes, genocide, literal genocide, not manufactured genocide. And I'm tying this in because while there's no nuclear fallout, there is a engineered virus that's released on the planet in desperation, which basically decimates it. So it ties in, and I'm not going to spoil it for you because you don't know who does what. But this book is heavy, and it's like again, this is a scholastic YA novel. I'm pretty sure parents had no idea what was in this because they were there's literal there's scenes reminiscent to the Killing Fields. Like it's wild. It's a wild ride. Fantastic book though, so I recommend the Hork-Bajir Chronicles and get into the series if you haven't already because it's a good series. So
Good. I got something really um heartbreaking, right? But it's a good book. It's my weird recommendation. My weird recommendation, Jakey Boy, is called Chernobyl's Dogs.
oh,
It's
Chernobyl's dogs, yeah.
it's about yeah, when the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded on 26th of April of 1986, thousands of people had to leave their homes. The radioactive fallout polluted vast areas around the power plant, and therefore the exclusion zone was created. But life went on in Chernobyl. Hundreds of dogs that were not evacuated were left surrounding the plants, and they continue to live there today. Joanna Allen's comic tells how these dogs are not doing over 35 years later. It is carefully documented story about the horrible incident, but also the resilience of people and nature. So that's my good recommendation. You can buy it in Amazon. It's hard to find in someone else. A really good protected. It's not a cheap book, I must confess. It's $60 because it's a comic. It's a graphic novel. But yeah, I
Mm,
can recommend it. Touching, but good.
okay.
Yeah.
I just remember my television series, thank God, because I totally lost it. Um, This one does. I'm not going to tell you how it ties into nuclear war because that will be a spoiler. But suffice it to say, I don't think I've talked about this series before, not on this show. But the series, it's an anime series. It's called Saikano, and I will go ahead and warn you, it's very good, but it's a fucking downer.
Okay,
Like
okay. What's it again?
Saikano,
Okay.
it starts out as this innocent little love story, and very quickly escalates to absurdity. But it's very good, but I like I said, I will warn you, it's a fucking downer, and it keeps twisting the knife. So if you like to watch series like that, you will love it. And it's still worth watching. The animation's very good. It's a beautiful anime to watch, but I digress. I say again, be prepared to feel very depressed
Okay.
because it's a fucking
I
downer,
don't
dude.
know this today particular, but I will keep it in my list. Definitely.
It's
I'm
one of those series where because I've actually seen it twice because I watched it first myself because I owned it at one point, and then many years ago, my roommate, uh, he was like, very rarely did he have any shortage of things to watch, but he just asked me, was like, "You got anything I can watch, borrow?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, take your pick." He's like, "What's this, Psychono?" And I'm like, "Ah, you'll probably like it," but I gave him the spiel, like I warned you, it's a fucking downer. And he wasn't really into anime, so it was very new to him. But yeah, he when he finished it, I heard him get up and come out. He was like, "You motherfucker!" And I'm like, "I warned you."
I warned you. Yeah. I want to make a recommendation that didn't make it from our 2000 list, and it's not exactly about nuclear bomb, but it mentioned it in a hard way. And when I say it, you're gonna be like, "Of course, we needed to talk about this." As my final recommendation, are you ready?
Except for your song, but
Terminator 2: Judgment Day.
oh yeah, yeah.
It matches perfectly, but I wanted to put it in my recommendation. If you haven't watched it, for any reason that you believe it was 1991. The soundtrack is amazing because it's made by Guns N' Roses in their top. Linda Hamilton, Edward Furlong, Robert Patrick, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's not.
Yeah, sorry, that's Arnold. Arnoldo Suarez Nájera. That's his Latino name. Dean Norris, Leslie Hamilton, of course, The Judgment Day, Terminator 2. For me, it's better than the first one because the
For
first one,
everyone.
I don't think so. I got people that they told me not. Anyway,
Well, they're
but
wrong, but
the nuclear bomb, there's a nuclear bomb scene in the movie, so it's included for that. Yeah, that's, I can't believe that we did it again, Ricky Boy. 608.
yeah, well, you forgot our song recommendations, but I'll be quick.
Oh, no, no, go ahead. You know what? Go ahead. I got one from the top of my head that I don't need
Yeah.
to go.
Um, is it a cliche? Probably. Do I have to do it? Yes. The End of the World as We Know It by our good friends at REM. It's
Good,
it's a gem. It's a gem.
good. I even turned my computer because I don't need information for this. U2, the album "How to Dismantle a Nuclear Bomb."
There
The
you
song,
go.
the full album is fantastic, but "Stuck in a Moment" is a song that talks to me. It when everybody knows about Delay, my guitar player, right? That passed. After he passed, that song was released. So, being stuck in that moment was really. But obviously, the name of the album is "How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb." So it's perfect for this as a recommendation. My brother, thank you very much. It was a, you know what is happening to me every time we need to do the podcast is when you get invited to a wedding. It's like, oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to do
But then
it.
you go and it's awesome, just like my wedding's gonna be.
Not exactly. Yeah, I need to do the wedding thing. But my point is like after you get to the wedding, you feel so good that you don't want to
Yeah,
sleep.
it's like I'm glad it's kind of like going to the gym. I always equate it more to going to the gym because it's like,
Oh, Jim, I thought you said to jail. I was like, buddy,
no, no.
I never been. I don't think it's gonna be a good experience. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get raped in the showers tonight. Yeah, I don't think so.
Group hug in the shower tonight. Or
Or not.
not.
For everybody that doesn't know, that was a reference from The Longest Yard. What a great movie! And
Such a quotable movie.
if you wanna just have fun, just watch that movie. It's such a fun movie.
Yeah, so that's a good one to put on after you finish Psychono and you're fucking crying, Throw on The Longest Yard, you'll feel
There you go. By the way, I want to before we go, I need to let you know that I finished last night at 3 a.m. in the morning. Cobra Kai. What a great show! The
Yeah.
twist is so good. I wasn't expecting that twist. The ending of Silver and Grease is great. This is great. Uh, the way that they manipulate everything to become the first episode, and then Johnny, he's the Karate Kid for me. He's always gonna be the Karate Kid. Daniel San is not
Well,
a,
no,
like a
Daniel can be the Karate Kid. Johnny is the Karate Man.
you know what? I like you better now. Yeah, yeah, I love the whole movie. Is really good. I mean, the whole show. I don't know what I when remember when they cut the last season in two.
Hmm.
I returned to it probably because I didn't want it to finish it because I know it was gonna be
See,
more.
legit though, season 6, it is split in two. It's basically two seasons.
Yeah, it's
Just
basically two. Yeah,
it's
same.
tonally different. Yeah,
But I didn't dislike the first part of the last season, but in my mind I didn't want a Karate Kid to be over again. But
yeah,
after the new movie came out, Legends, I
yep.
actually went back and watched it because I know it's gonna be a new one,
Oh
right?
yeah.
It's gonna be a new one. I don't think we're gonna have Cobra Kai, but
No, but I think they're gonna do something.
they're gonna do a movie, of course. We're looking good. Next week is Superman, right?
No, next week we are doing the
No.
movies.
The release
Oh
of
yeah, I'm Superman. Oh god damn it!
Don't start because I'm really excited, bro. I need this.
I really don't want to watch this movie. I will, but I
Oh,
just
don't. If you don't want to watch it,
no,
don't.
no. I will watch it because I actually want to be proven. I just started watching The Rookie.
Yeah,
Um, Nathan Fillion as well. So I hope it's good. As a Green Lantern fan, I really hope it's good.
I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's the reboot of all the mistakes that we've seen. Right
We'll
this year.
see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, of course. To all the people that were here, remember to vote. Remember to like and share our podcast. Thank you very much, everyone. We love you. We like you. And if you don't vote for me or you don't like and share, go fuck yourself. That was Virus Box. Jake, always a pleasure.